Welcome back to part 2 of creating a class in Java. During our last class, we looked at the idea of building a constructor. And in our constructor, we set the make, model, color, year, and gave our car an initial speed of 0. And we created get methods. So these were methods that would return information about our object, or about our, such as the make, model, color. So I've added a few since our last video. So we had get make and model before. Now I've added get year, get model, and get color. So this allows me to fully describe the car, should I want to. Now one of the other things that we talked about in the last lesson was this idea of set methods. So these were the get methods, but what about the set methods? So here, we never really use speed. We set it to 0 initially, but we don't really do much with it. Now, if we were trying to model a car, what would be some of the things you could do to change the speed of the vehicle? Well, really, you could push the gas, or you could push the brake, and that would accelerate and decelerate the car. So let's create some set methods to do that. So I'm going to create a method that will allow us to speed up the car in increments of 10 kilometers per hour. So again, it's got to be a public method. Now this time we're not going to return anything. We're just going to increase the speed of the car. So I'm going to say void is my return type. And here I'm going to say push gas. And maybe I'll even include how many times we want to push, number of times push gas. Okay, that's a long variable name, but it works. Okay, so in this case, what we're going to do is I'm going to create a simple little loop here for int So what this says is, so if we pass in here, say the number 2. So we're going to create a for loop that's going to count from 1 up to 2. This is our check condition here. As long as this is true, we're going to execute our loop. So it'll take whatever the current speed is, and it'll add 10 to it. This plus equals is a short form. Another way you could write this is you could say speed equals whatever the current speed is plus 10. It's just a little more compact to write it this way. Plus equals, whoops, plus equals 10. Okay, so let's do that. Now we have, do we have something, get make, get model, get year, get color. Let's get, this method will return the car's current speed. Public int get speed and we'll just return the speed. So let's go back to our car test here. So I've got my, in our last lesson we looked at the fact that I created a Porsche Cayman, called it my car. So now I have the ability to use any of the methods that we've created for my car. So one of the ones, as we can see, is push gas. And it's expecting a number of times to push the gas. So let's push it 5 times. And then let's check our speed before and after. Println. My car is going. Let's do a get speed. Now the system's complaining because getSpeed actually returns an integer, and it's also missing a semicolon. But this returns an integer. Lucky enough, Java is smart enough; it knows how to convert an integer into a string, because this is really one big string is what we're creating here. But let's give this a try and see what it looks like. So it says my car is a Porsche. It's going 0 kilometers per hour. It is going 0 kilometers per hour on line 13, and then, on line 14. And then we push the gas 5 times, right? So it should go up to 50 kilometers per hour. And when we check again, now our car is doing 50. Well, let's look at the same type of thing with your car. In fact, let's do an extra little line return there. Okay. So again, to the system, your car and my car are two totally different objects. It treats them differently, even though they have access to the same methods. So if we run this, it says, the same thing as before about my car. It says your car is a Volvo and it's doing 0. So it recognizes that your car is going a different speed than my car. Now let's accelerate your car. You're students, so you probably have a heavier foot than I do. So let's push the gas 12 times. And then we'll check our speed again. So we run this. Oops. My car's going really fast now. Your car. So when we do this, what we see is my car maintained its state, and your car has a completely different state. But you can see you've accelerated now to 120 kilometers per hour. Now this is a really powerful concept. Let's say we were building a video game and we wanted to model the speed of the car, right? So, you push the forward arrow or the up arrow. Maybe that's equivalent to, that triggers a call to press gas. And the longer you hold it, the more gas gets applied and the faster the car goes. Or similarly, turn left, turn right. You could hook this up to a model view controller and actually change the screen so that you can see different, the rate of change of the background could be influenced, or you could go around corners, all kinds of different things. Similarly, I could, just like I have created this, I could create a push brake. Right? And this time, instead of speeding up, it slows down by that amount. And we just have to change our comments to say this will decrease the speed of the car by 10 kilometers per hour. So since you guys, the students, are flying, I'm going to change your speed. So push brake 4 times. So here we can see your car went from 0 to 120, and then we push the brake, and it slows down to 80. So there you have it. Very simple get and set methods. We've now created a very nice car class. We could include pictures and all kinds of things that we could put on the screen. And we've modeled something that's in the real world in Java. I hope you found this really helpful. Take care.